Football fans, let's be honest. When France versus Norway was announced, most people expected a competitive match. Then Norway looked at their team sheet and said, "You know what? Let's rest a few key players." Against France, at the World Cup. Bold strategy, very bold. It's like showing up to a boxing match and leaving your strongest punch at home. Now, don't get me wrong, Norway still have quality. But when you're facing a team packed with world-class talent, giving them any advantage is like giving Kylian Mbappe free space. You just don't do it. From the first whistle, France smelled blood. The passing was crisp, the movement was sharp, and Norway were chasing shadows. Then came Ousmane Dembele, or should I say, Prime Dembele. Because yesterday, he woke up and chose violence. Everything he touched turned into danger. The first goal came and France were flying. Norwegian fans probably thought, okay, just don't let this become embarrassing. 5 minutes later, Dembele scored again. At that point, Norway defenders were probably asking each other, is anybody marking this guy? Then came the third, a first-half hat-trick. Yes, a first-half hat-trick. Dembele completed his hat-trick before some fans had even finished their halftime snacks. Honestly, Norway's defenders are probably still seeing him in their nightmares. France weren't just winning, they were putting on a football masterclass. Every attack looked dangerous, every pass found its target. And every time Dembele got the ball, the stadium stood up, expecting something special. Meanwhile, Norway were missing the experience of their biggest stars. Resting key players might make sense over a long tournament, but when you're playing France, it can also backfire spectacularly, because France don't need many invitations. Give them one mistake and they'll score. Give them 3 and they'll start having fun. And that's exactly what happened. Let's also appreciate how scary this French squad is. When Dembele is scoring for fun, Mbappe is stretching defenses, and the midfield is controlling every inch of the pitch. It's hard to find a weakness. Honestly, France's bench is so good that some countries would happily start half of those players. That's just unfair. Credit to Norway, though. Even after going behind, they kept fighting. They didn't stop running. They didn't stop pressing. And they showed great character despite the scoreline. But this was simply France's day. And more specifically, it was Dembele's day. A first-half hat-trick in the World Cup isn't something you see every tournament. It's the kind of performance people will be talking about for years. And here's the funny part. Just a day after Germany shocked everyone by losing, France looked at the headlines and basically said, "Don't worry, everyone. We'll remind you what a favorite is supposed to look like." That's football. One giant falls, another giant sends a warning to the entire tournament. So the big question is, was this the best performance of the World Cup so far? Because if France keep playing like this, every team left in the tournament should be paying very close attention. The road to the trophy just got a lot more frightening. And after watching Dembele yesterday, Norway definitely won't forget him anytime soon.